the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith as we get ready for this very special broadcast of the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Hernan Gomez out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. AI with it. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Oh, man, he's just toying with the D. Look how well AI sees everything that's going on around him.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Parker. You know, Chris, parity, always a question, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah, almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to scheme, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor, and that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night, and in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
And Parker just super efficient at shooting from inside the paint with shots like that one.
And here's AI. A 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Charlotte's head coach gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think that's the right approach, guys?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Oh, and it could lead to some easy points too, Greg. I bet you that they turn a lot of turnovers into transition buckets today.
And the jam by AI.
You can't stop AI when he's on his way to the bucket. Too much heart. He's going to throw it down.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
Now, here's Monk. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers. And the Hornets miss again.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Murray, and good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
A poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
A different look now for San Antonio. Davis Bertans checks in for Medu. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Murray. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Chandler comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Livingston in for Tony Parker.
How about the potential of Malik Monk? I mean, tremendous prospect. He's an excellent shooter from distance and should become more consistent as he improves his strength.
Here's Livingston after the basket by San Antonio. Monk kicks to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the run. Charlotte no good that time either.
Jeez. Maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that he'll hear about that shot during the next time out.
Spurs shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit? Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Hornets trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the court for the Hornets, we've got Michael Kid Gilchrist. Batum is out there with Tony Parker. Then it's Bridges. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center, locking down the middle. Yep, that one goes.
I mean, that's about the only way he can score from there. Perfect use of the reverse in the face of some tough D.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But what are some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing?
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game, let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' games. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player, and being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor, because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem, because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Timberwolves had a huge game. He finished with 24 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Here's Parker, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Parker outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Hernan Gomez, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Hernan Gomez has got 9 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
AI right side. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, you like to see a player work to get the high percentage shot. Now, so much of what AI does comes through hard work.
And so it's San Antonio, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now
Thanks, Kevin. Tony, it's been a struggle offensively. Why is it?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Medu is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's AI. Then there's Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And Batum kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Good.
And the confidence from Kid Gilchrist, absolutely no hesitation shooting off the pass.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And AI with the stuff.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yeah, and that's when he starts throwing it down. That's when they're coming at you from all angles.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And they'll keep possession. Batum finds Hernan Gomez. Another shot. He lays it in. Hernan Gomez has got 11 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
AI right side. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Walker's checked in for the Spurs. Derek White comes in for Murray. The Hornets also changing it up. Biyombo is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Chandler comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Livingston in for Tony Parker. And the Hornets call time here. You know, C-Web, every player wants to play in a system where what they do best is always highlighted. It brings out their strong points. What are some of the plays or actions that best suited your skills when you play?
One of the things that I needed was a great point guard. So whether it was Rod Strickland, whether it was Avery Johnson in Golden State, of course my man Jay Will, and that was guys that could get me the ball, that would trust, that would throw it up. Also, then that I could handle the ball, draw a double team, and get it out to them, and they could knock down the shot. Having a great shooter like Apasia would allow me to grab a double team and then look for him on the opposite side. So I needed teams that had great ball movement, that had players that could knock down the open shot, and then a team that could run would allow me to push the break or allow me to fill in the break and kind of do everything. Teams that would allow me to be positionless and not just be rigid or old in their ways and say, we play old traditional basketball that doesn't allow anyone to flourish with what they've been working on in the offseason. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
AI outside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Monk.
He's just doing the hard work in the painted area. AI with that relentless streak. He earns himself a trip to the line.
Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And both free throws good for AI. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now, here's Monk. Light covering. Knocked loose. Walker goes in and finished off by Walker.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Spurs. Here's Livingston. No good there. Good D by Rubio.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league, not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
Here's Livingston. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 16-6 run. Down low, here's Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control, a one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greg, he's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches a pass.
AI passes to Aldridge. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. And good that time. Livingston's got 6.
Such a fluid runner. I mean, you had to check Livingston out in the open court.
It's AI on the wing. 13 points in the game. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Biombo with it, picked up by Aldridge. Here's Bridges. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Here's AI. He's got 15. Basket counts. AI's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, nights like this, you can see how AI's long, hard journey to the NBA made him the competitor he is.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And the Spurs with some changes. DeRozan comes in for Bertanis, and AI is subbed in for Patty Mills. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Hernan Gomez, and there's Livingston, and it's Parker in at point guard. Batum scanning the floor. In the corner, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. Fades away. Forbes with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
AI outside. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well.
Right.
Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Great perspective on that topic. He hits the second from the line. And it's Livingston with the ball for Charlotte. Kicks to Parker. Down low, Hernan Gomez. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Bank shot, no good. Spurs have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan, and he converts the layup.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Parker's shot is off. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The shot by Bellinelli, no good. The Hornets have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. To the paint, it's stolen by DeRozan. Out to AI. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vladi or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform that can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him, and then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
Batum wide open, he fires. Sinks the triple.
Well, Batum is a volume 3-point shooter. If he has any space whatsoever, he's pulling up, most likely connected.
Here's AI. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.